Hello, how you doing? I hope you're doing okay. It's been an interesting week, isn't it? I mean, how would you describe it? Strange, quiet, frantic, a bit scary, worrying, all kinds of things. You may have lost track of which day it is. Well, I'm recording this for Sunday, the 29th of March, which is the second Sunday when we will be having no worship in any of our church buildings. For those who are regulars and who are missing being together in our usual place of worship, it might take some getting used to. Not being together highlights the importance of meeting together, worshipping together, celebrating together, commiserating together, singing, praying, receiving Holy Communion, and sharing stories over a cup of coffee. Well, I don't know about you, but I miss those times of being together. Whether it's at 7:30 a.m. on a Thursday morning in a cold church with just 2 or 3 other people, or sharing in worship with lots of people on a Sunday morning in church, or maybe even attending messy church in the village hall on a Saturday afternoon with lots of noise and activity. So I hope these videos can help you to feel at least a bit connected. I know it's only one-way traffic, it's me talking to you. But I know some churches are doing something called, or using something called Zoom, where people can have a conference call where people can see and hear everybody who's connected. Now, if you'd like me to explore doing that for our churches, then do let me know. Now, on to the Gospel reading, which is set for today. It's the 5th Sunday of Lent, and today's Gospel reading is the story of the death of Lazarus, a close friend of Jesus. It's found in the Gospel of John, chapter 11 and verses 1 to 45. Now you can either look it up in your Bible, or you can download it from our website. On the downloadable resources page, there's a bit that says Sunday Readings, and click on that and you'll get the reading for today. So what I suggest you do before I carry on any longer is to hit the pause button and find the story either in your Bible or on a printout, and then read it, and then hit play again, and then we can get going. So John chapter 11, verses 1 to 45. Okay, so I hope you've had a chance to read the story. It's a very topical one. Somebody gets ill and then they die. It happens every day for someone somewhere. But COVID-19 has brought that fact into very sharp focus for us. I wonder which bit of the reading grabbed your attention. Now, for me, there were 2 particular sentences. The first is actually the shortest sentence in the whole of the Bible. It just says, Jesus wept. Unfortunately, some people use that phrase as an exclamation of incredulity. They say, "Oh, Jesus wept." They say that when they find something annoying or really frustrating. But it's actually one of the most powerful and revealing sentences in the Bible. Jesus wept. Jesus sobbed. Jesus cried his eyes out. Jesus was moved to tears. The God of the Bible is not remote. He is not unfeeling. Through his Son who lived on this earth, he experienced our pain firsthand. He came close. He walked with the bereaved. He cried with them. He knows, he cares, he weeps. By the way, if you are unable to attend a funeral service for a loved one in the next few days or weeks, then a really nice resource, a service sheet has been produced for people to use on the occasion of someone's funeral when they have to stay at home. We've put it on our website so you can download it from there, and you might find it something really helpful to use if you're not able to attend someone's funeral. Now, the second sentence or verse that grabbed my attention was when Jesus said this: "I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die. Those are words which I use at the beginning of almost every funeral that I take. I've read them out on countless occasions, and it is important to do so as they are a reminder of who Jesus is and what he achieved. As we continue through this international crisis, here in this country, there will be no full-length funerals in the Church of England. There will just be short ceremonies either at the graveside or in crematoriums. But I shall still use those words of hope. Why are they words of hope? Well, throughout his ministry, Jesus brought life and hope to all whom he met. He was a walking, talking, miracle-performing bringer of hope. The sick were healed, the dead raised, the outcast were brought in, the lost found. There is hope, even in these uncertain times. You know, many children have produced pictures of rainbows and are displaying them around our towns and villages as signs of this hope that we have. The international scientific community is working together to create a vaccine against the virus. Countless NHS staff are giving sacrificially to help those who are in need, as are the many thousands of people who work in nursing and caring homes, and the hundreds of thousands of people who have signed up to volunteer for the NHS and to help those who need shopping and that kind of thing. There is hope all around us, and ultimately it can be found in the person of Jesus. The Jesus who walked with those who were grieving, the Jesus who wept with those who wept, the Jesus who brought light into dark places. So a couple of things to finish off with. I want to ask you, are you someone who's weeping at the moment? You may have had a bereavement very recently, or you may be expecting one fairly soon. Jesus weeps too. He knows and feels your pain. Are other people weeping? We may be called to weep alongside them. And finally, in amongst all of this, there is hope. So I wonder in what ways God might be calling us to be people of hope to someone who needs it this week. Well, I hope you have a really good week, and may the Lord bless you. Amen.